Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddie and I made a TBR game, which I have seen everywhere. A ton of booktubers do this and I kind of created my own version of Monopoly, but not really. It's really kind of like Candyland where you just roll dice and then move to the spot and that's about it. But I did make chance cards and community cards. I'm gonna try doing this for the next few months, every other month, just to see how it goes. I probably won't stick to this forever, but I think it's a fun idea for now. And each month, my TBR is usually 10 books. That's kind of my base, and I can subtract or add here and there however I see fit. I only have 4 books planned out for next month. The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy, Scythe and Sparrow, Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, and my book club pick of the month. So I have 6 spots to pick. And that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I do not own dice, so I'm using virtual rolling, and I don't have a little chip, like a little movable trinket to move around. So I'm using a Hershey Kiss, and I'm going to eat it at the end, okay? And then after I pick the 6 prompts, I'm going to write them down, and we're going to go to my TBR card and actually pick them. So I'm going to do all of the rolling first, and then we'll get into actually picking the books. First dice roll. Oh wait, I didn't even... Silly of me, I didn't even have a start position. So I'm going to randomly pick one and I'm going to start there. I'm going to roll and that will tell us how many spots we move. 5 spots, and I'm going to go this way, 5. This little corner, of course you guys can't see it, says roll again because I ran out of ideas. So I'm going to roll again. We're gonna keep going. Okay, we got to pick 6 books. 2, a community. I made these little prompt cards, if you guys watched that video, just that. I have to reach out to someone in my community to pick a book for me. And this one says, YouTube recommends me, so I'm gonna be making a poll or just posting on YouTube community and say, what should I read next month? So I'm gonna keep this guy out. The next roll, let's see, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, yay. Okay. If you guys can't see that, it says mood. So it's a mood read. I can pick kind of whatever I want. Again, we'll go to my TBR in a second and we will pick a mood read. Here we go. Third roll. 2 more. Okay. Oh no, another community. I think I put too many community and chance picks on here, but honestly it's fine because I didn't mix up the prompts very well. The chance ones kind of match what's on the board anyway, so that was just my own fault. But community, who's picking my next book? Oh no, a YouTube poll. Okay. Got 2 YouTubes in a row. Totally fine. I trust in you guys, especially with the recent videos that I've done of like reading your favorites and doing your 6-star reads. Like I love every book that you guys recommend me. But since it's a YouTube poll, what I'm gonna do is maybe pick 2 books and be like, which one out of these 2 would you pick for me? Next roll. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll again. 1. Oh yay, a chance card. Oh, a backlist book published 5+ years ago. So we are gonna have to scavenge my TBR card because really I do so many new releases that I don't have many backlist books, but we will just look. 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, another chance card. Chance card. Add a book to your TBR. So I guess we're picking 7, okay? I just have to do an extra roll. Rolling again. 2. 1, 2. Oh no. If you guys can't see that, it says big. 600+ pages. Big book. There are some books on my shelf though that are over 600 pages that I really need to read, that I've actually set goals to read and I haven't yet, and we can get there. We can do it. It's fine. Rolling again. 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ask Patreon. Yay. I'm really relying on you guys for my TBR next month. Really trusting y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've got 6. We're doing 1 more roll. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, roll again. 1. set in another world, which is perfect. Like a fantasy world, it could be anything. Yay, that's a fun one. Okay. That actually, it makes me feel better because I'm relying on you guys for 3 books, and at least like I get to pick set in another world. Like at least I get that. Okay, I had 2 community, technically 3 community because I asked Patreon, backlist book, set in another world, and a big book. Let's go to my TBR cart, and then I will put all of the polls, all of the Patreon, everything out there, and then I'm gonna add it to my reading journal because I liked to have everything set and finalized before I start reading them. So the 3 community cards that I picked, I already posted on Patreon and YouTube. The YouTube poll, I just commented 2 books that I've been wanting to read, Taming 7 and Better Than the Movies. I kind of just did the emoji version, so I put 2 emojis for each book, and they can poll between which emoji set they like. And then I made a YouTube community post that basically just said, help pick a book for me to read in February. And then on Patreon, I actually sent a picture of my TBR cart and said, comment below a book that you think I should read. But let's do the other prompts. So a mood read. Now this is tricky because a mood read I might just put in my February TBR, like in my journal, just literally like mood read, and I can kind of just pick what I want in the moment. Maybe something's available on Libby, but for the sake of this video, I will pick a book. But it's like, what am I in the mood for next month? You know, like I can't really pick like a mood read. If you can't tell, Brock's in the office with me.
You don't want any of those?
No, I do, but like, what am I in the mood to read next month? Like, one of the prompts was a mood read, and I can't pick. I might be in the mood for some of these now, but next month I don't know.
Oh, you're saying you can't predict what?
I can't predict what mood I'm gonna be in, but
well, you gotta go with your hunch.
My hunch?
Yeah, what is your best hunch of how you're gonna feel next month?
Honestly, I think it's going to be a big romance month for me, and this book was sent to me, and Wolf Gone Wild interests me a lot. Again, next month, the 4 books that I already had planned are heavy in romance, so I think I just want to stick to the romance genre, so I think this will be a good mood read, hopefully. This one could change. The mood read is dependent on what I'm in the mood for at the moment.
Subject to change. Subject to change,
thank you. A backlist book, so a book that was published 5+ years ago. Brock's pointing to his shelf right now. All of yours were published like 100 years ago. I'm not reading those. Okay, let me do some searching, and I need to pull up Goodreads to see like when these books were. I've been really wanting to read Illuminae. I just don't know when it was written. 2015. That was more than 5 years ago. So here's one choice. I'm gonna pull out one more. I might try one of these, like a popular, like... People are going to be so mad if I don't pick Flock, because this one people have been wanting me to read for a long time. What year is it? 2025? Oh, this was published in 2020, so almost July 2020, so almost 5 years ago. I'm not going to pick this one. Oh, I love Frederick. This is the time of year that I usually read Frederick Bachman, 2016, so this is a choice. So it's between these 2, okay? But I've been really wanting to read this, but Frederick I usually read this time of year, like February, March, and April. Like I don't know why I'm always gravitated towards his books at this time, but I'm gonna pick this one for a backlist book. And I do love J. Kristoff, so I think me eventually reading all of J. Kristoff books would be great, and that would be considered like reading his backlist. So I'm gonna pick this, a big book, 600 pages or more. Oh no, is it Brandon Sanderson time? Is it The Way of Kings? I don't want to be in a slump though. Oh yeah, it's 1,000 pages. That would definitely qualify as a big book. I have also, I thought I would read this in January and I was absolutely not in the mood to read it, so I didn't. Outlander. I don't know how many pages this is though. Oh, 620 something. That's a really tough decision. The only thing is The Way of Kings is going to be a commitment. No, both of them are. Oh my god, Outlander's such a long series. Oh gosh. Maybe this one I could just drag out. Like, it doesn't have to be like, let me finish this in 1 week. I could finish it throughout the month.
Do it.
I really want to, actually. I think it's time. Okay, interesting. I knew I was gonna read it this year, but I wasn't planning on next month. But then if I didn't start it, like I know it would be towards the end of the year if I didn't force myself to pick it up. Like I would just put it off and put it off and put it off. Actually happy about that. Set in another world. That is the last prompt. I think pretty much like a lot of these are set in other worlds. I've been really interested in Gothicana. I'm not gonna pick it for February, but if you've read it, can you let me know in the comments if you liked it? Do want to continue this series, Fate and Furies, and I think available on Libby, like all the time. When I'm always scrolling on Libby to find a book, I always see it available. So this might be good to have an audio / physical in the middle of some dense books. So I might pick this one. And then, oh, I just read Cinder and Scarlet by Marissa Mayer, and I loved them, and I bought it a few months ago from a used bookstore. So this one I would be really interested in too. I know it's dystopian. All of the books back here I don't really want to read yet, so I'm gonna consider between these two. Just give me a second. Brock, which one? So Fate. So this is
looks like
third book, but it's the third book in a series. But it's available on Libby. So is this one though. Like this one's, I'm only doing the Libby thing because I'm reading The Way of Kings and Illumine, and I feel like those are super dense. Just on the floor with me.
So is this like sci-fi?
Which one? Come on.
Did you like the other two?
Yeah, I loved them. 4 stars both.
Well, then read the third.
That's the one I want to read anyway.
Yeah, what the hell?
But I really want this one too. Maybe that'll be...
That's why you have it. You don't have to read right now, though.
Brock's right. I want to read this one. I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes.
You're gonna be cooked.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to be cooked. I trust them. I trust them for books more than I trust you.
Well, that makes sense.
Okay, so I'm starting a timer. We're making this up, the game up. What is that term? By the fly of our pants.
Oh my god, you just made a new one. By this.
By the. We're playing this game by the seat of our.
By the fly of our pants?
I don't know. By the
that
skin
doesn't
of our
even make
teeth.
sense.
Okay, I'm setting a timer. 30 minutes, and I'll check back on all of the polls, Patreon, YouTube that I have set up already. These two, nice romance fantasy going on, and then 2 pretty dense books that I'm adding to my TBR. Now, we do have 3 more book options coming in, and I will update shortly. Alright, I don't want to hear the sound, so. Okay, so I'm gonna look on Patreon first. Brock said Royal Assassin, which of course you did. The Naturals or The Hunger Games, and I've been trying and dying to read The Naturals for a really long time. Now The Hunger Games I'm actually reading when the new book comes out, I think in early or late March. I can't remember when that comes out, but I'm gonna save that one. And then Praise, and then Fate and Furies is what Bailey said. So between these 3, I'm not gonna lie, I already know which one I want to read. I'm gonna pick Praise. Brock's gonna judge me. I think let me read the dedication. For all the good girls. I'm gonna read Praise, and that'll kind of go along with the romance theme that I have going, obviously, for February. Now, let's go to the YouTube community posts and polls. Okay, so the poll, actually someone guessed what my poll was, the emojis, and guessed both of them. But Taming 7 is winning. So this has, as of right now, 79% of people have voted for this. So this is definitely on my TBR for next month, which I'm very happy about. I love the series, and this is book 5. So I'm ready to read Gibbsy's book. Then the community post on just commenting a book for my February TBR. Of course, Brock had to comment. He said The Bell Jar. Sorry, babe, I don't want to read that one either. And then someone said Outlander, which I really, really, really want to read Outlander, and I will. But because I already picked The Way of Kings, I don't want to have 2 big book series, like first books in a series next month. I'm gonna have to spread that out. Outlander will come this year, I know it, but I don't want to read 2 big back-to-back books. I think that could potentially put me in a book slump if I do that, so I'm not gonna do that. Brandon commented Carrie by Stephen King, which has been on my want to read for so long, and I'm pretty sure Libby has it available. So I'm going to read Carrie by Stephen King, and I'm really excited because that'll really switch up the genres that I have. You know, quite a few romance books, a big fantasy, a dystopian, and then a Stephen King book, which is great. Thank you to everyone who did comment on my YouTube community posts. This was a lot of fun. I think I will continue doing this month to month, but I make no promises on actually reading any of these. Like, this is what my TBR is, but I don't know if I'll get to all of them, and then they'll just be back on the cart, ready for me to pick them again. Thank you for coming along on playing Plottopoly with me. I'll see you in the next video.